Welcome to Fish Buddy Videos. Got a special unboxing for you guys today. I'm super excited. Before we get into this, I'd like to give a special thank you to the guys at myaquariumbox for selecting my video for winning. It's super awesome. I'm so excited. Can't wait to get in to see what this is, but I did want to say thank you to those guys for selecting my video. And I want to let everyone know that you guys can win too. I did it, so if I did it, you can do it too. All you have to do is submit an unboxing video of your myaquariumbox with the hashtag myaquariumbox in the title. And at the end of the month, they'll select a winner, and then they will contact you. Make sure that you check your YouTube messages, because I did not. My YouTube account doesn't get messages on my phone, and I don't get on the PC regularly. So I was unaware I won until I was filming my myaquariumbox unboxing. And actually, it was when I was editing my myaquariumbox unboxing, and I noticed my name, and I was like, holy shit. And so I had to email them to make sure that I did in fact win and that I wasn't hallucinating or anything, and they said they tried to contact me. Very important, you check your messages so that way you can see if you won. Be patient. It took me 7 tries. I've seen first timers win with their first submission, so it's possible if you make a really great video and stuff like that. Alright, so let's get into this, and I think Zeus might help me, and his mom would be furious about that. He's gonna open it for me. He's excited too. Good. It's happening. Bubble wrap. Bubble wrap. I want bubble wrap. Oh my god. Oh my god. It is a Marineland Magniflow 220 canister filter. It's for a 55-gallon tank, it says. It's super freaking awesome. So let's get into this, huh? Arr. Too excited. So you got your parts list here. I've only ever owned one canister filter before, and I'm guessing these are extra O-rings or extra gaskets for something. So we'll see that here in a minute. Let's check out what's in the box. Probably hoses and stuff. So we've got the assembly instructions, it looks like, and then the manual. Got a hose here, second hose here, got our intake pieces here, and this looks like it's probably for the return. And of course you have the piece that connects the tubing to the unit itself. And there's the unit. Here's the prime button. So this one's a little bit different. All of the handles come off. On the Sun, I'm used to the 2 handles on the side staying on. Looks like we've got a basket here with some floss and some ceramic medias. And here we've got another tray. Looks like a ton of bio balls. I think this might be more bio balls than what came with the Sun filter. And these are smaller bio balls. Sorry, I cut myself and I didn't even realize. And it's got 2 carbon packs. That's freaking sweet. And of course down bottom we've got it's like a super, oh, two coarse foams. That's awesome. And then so here's the head where it's going to have the motor, the impeller for the intake and everything. So this was a little confusing for me to get hooked up. The Sun, you just pull a lever and it's unhooked and you push it down and it locks in. This one, you have to lift this first, and then this red lever, it says clockwise to lock and counterclockwise to unlock. Or maybe I have that backwards. So I guess counterclockwise, and then once you push it in, and that seems to work, I guess. So there you go. And this one actually labels which one is in and which one is out, so that's great. The Sun does not do that. So it looks like this is the outlet with a diffuser, and then it's kind of cheap plastic, but so is the Sun. So it's not too much of a difference. But there's this cool little fan in here, it looks like, so you can change how much of the water you want to flow in which direction, or how straight out or in a wide burst you would like it. These little, and then this is the intake, so I think this is just going to snap on down here, and then this is where your hose will connect. So you can see I've already connected the inlet hose. I wanted to go ahead and do that first because it's a little bit different than what I've done in the past. So I will show you after I tell you about how it works. So you're going to hook up the hose to, and some of you may have already know how to hook up a canister. This is for some of those of you who are new to canisters. This one is going to, you're going to push the tube down onto it, and once it's all the way down to the threads, you're just going to screw the red dial up until it comes on nice and tight. And a lot of times with canister filters, at least with the Sun filters, every time you need to dip the hose in extremely hot water to get it to soften up to fit over the housing of the tubes. It's not the case with this one. So this one actually slips on super easily, and it comes with these little clamps, and I will show you how to install that here in just a second. The wrapping on these tubes is kind of a pain, so I've just been tearing it off. That seems to work best. After you cut off the tape that's connecting it all in a loop. So first here is the outlet with the diffuser bell there, and so the tube, like I said, just goes on super easily, and there's a line here. I recommend you go at least to that. You might even be able to slip it over a little bit, but all the way up to that. You may not be able to get it over, and that's fine. It slips on right there pretty well. And then here's your little clasp that's going to go on to hold that on tight. And it's just 2 little gears basically that whenever you squeeze it together lock into place. I imagine you can easily unhook this if you need to, so that way if you're cleaning it looks like it bends kind of easy that way, so if you need to do that. And then this is just going to go around the top part. You want it to be on the very top part, I think. That way it holds that tube really well. And you also want this part, the flat piece, to be away from where your tank is, unless you want that to be pushed up against the tank. I guess it could be used as a device to kind of level it, possibly, I don't know, but I'm not going to do that. You might even get pliers to make sure it gets on nice and snug. I think I can do it with my fingers. Let's give it a little tug. This tug's probably more than the water pressure can apply, so it should be good. And then again, so this outlet tube is just going to go here. Slides right on. really easily. And you're just gonna thread this up. And you get that on nice and tight like that, and it's good to go. And they give you some little gaskets as well as some larger ones. I imagine this are somewhere around the lid, and this might be more for like the impeller or the tubing on the inside somewhere, I suppose. You also get suction cups for the inlet and the outlet. I think there's 2 for the inlet and 1 for the outlet. Now here we are in the kitchen, and we're gonna go ahead and rinse everything out and get it all set up. So let's rinse the tray off here. It's got a little stuff on it I can feel. So we'll go ahead and rinse the pad out also. I have a thing about setting my stuff down directly in the sink. I don't like to do it. It's a kitchen sink. If it was a shop sink or something specifically, it'd be fine. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to use this. I'm not a big fan of this. This is pretty smooth feeling. For biomedia, I like a nice rough surface there. Bio balls I will use. Actually, quite a few bio balls in here. Quite a bit. I'm really impressed with that. Another thing I noticed on this while I was sitting it down is that it has these little feet, and that's probably going to make this thing pretty dang quiet. We'll find out. So the way I went ahead and stuffed this is I kept the coarse filter pads on the bottom, and then I put the carbon above that, and now I have the bio balls above that, and here I've got cycled media that was in the filter I was using on this tank, some fresh media, and some pot scrubbies I was using as media as well. Got a pot scrubby there and a pot scrubby there. And I may go ahead and leave this out so we can get the polishing pad on. That was just an empty media bag, but it's been in there forever and I figured it would have some bacteria on it, but we should be okay. There's lots of bacteria in the sand of the tank that I'm using this on. Too much media. Ooh. So I finally got it up and running after realizing I'm a dumbass. It comes with that extra gasket. Well, it's not extra, it's the gasket that you need to keep it from overflowing. And I was a dumbass and didn't realize that. Although I will say the directions, not that I read them initially, but even then the directions do not state that it needs to be installed, and so I was just under the impression it would be there. I don't know if it's like that on other canisters, so I'm not hating on them. I just was unaware, and it caught me very much by surprise. But I did get it up and running. It actually primed really easily, so I went ahead and hooked up the output over here on this side, and so it's split out going to the sides, as you can probably tell. So that's giving it a nice current on the top. I'm not sure how much surface agitation that'll provide once this tank is full, but it's pretty close to the top still, so I'd imagine it will be enough. And this is the old filter that I was running. And then there's the input, and that's me getting a message. And so I'm going to suction cup it over here by the heater, and then it's good to go. It's ready. It's already running. So, and although I couldn't add the extra media, there's plenty of bio balls to add extra surface area. But I actually ran this tank with a red zebra for a couple of days without a filter on it because there was enough beneficial bacteria all over the sand that it was able to support the red zebra, so I didn't have to worry about that. And I know because I tested it and there was 0 ammonia 2 days later whenever I ended up getting a filter put on here. I'm definitely enjoying how quiet this filter is. If you can't tell how much quieter my fish room is with just that one filter shut off and this filter running instead, it is a tremendous amount of difference. And I mean, it's going to be tremendous. Sorry, bad Trump impression. Just want to thank everyone for watching another Fish Buddy video. If you guys haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, like my videos if you like it. Share it if you want to share it. You got someone that would get some value or entertainment out of my videos. Visit me on Facebook as well, facebook.com/BuddyMayfieldFishBuddy. And thanks again, Fish Buddies, for watching.